No, I'm not. I'm after something else. Uh, I don't think I can quite put it into words. Yeah. Well, remember that the old thing. I don't know what porn is, but I know it when I see it. It's that idea. Um, I'm after something I can't describe, but I know it when I see it. And it's a good question because I wish I could describe what I'm trying to find because I could go about it in a more systematic way. I'd have better shot at it. Um, the best pictures we've gotten have been me and my wife and my daughter just on the road someplace, right? Just traveling, just getting out or on foot. And I did one really smart thing once. I love winter, I love cold, and Yellowstone, and I love snow. And Yellowstone in January has all three. It is really cold there. It's like -5. And it's so cold that the ice, the precipitation, it floats in the air. These little tiny crystals of ice just kind of hanging in the air. And the poor buffalo have to scrape the snow aside with their heads. It's a very, very difficult place to stay alive in the winter. But they open up Yellowstone. You got to take a 3-hour snowmobile ride to get in. And I spent 8 days on skis with I hired a guy to help me so I wouldn't get killed and take me around. And it was really beautiful. And the other thing what happens there is that it's ice and steam at the same time. It's like I called the show sublimation. Sublimation in physics is when a solid turns to a gas without ever becoming a liquid. It's like ice evaporating. And that's what happens there. And it was just a otherworldly kind of place. I mean, really great place. And that's where I think the magic is, going to places like that. I used to chase architecture. I applied, I may have told you this story before. I wanted to get the Rome Prize. Do you know about that?
Sure.
You get a year in Rome, and it's all paid. You live on the villa.
An architect named Cameron McNall, who you probably don't know because he's at least 10 years younger than us.
Yeah.
Was at Harvard Graduate School Design. He was also an artist, and he simultaneously got a Rome Prize and got a monumental sculpture commission at Art Park in upstate New York.
Awesome.
And he and his wife, whose name's Margie Reeve. I don't know if did you ever run into Margie? We talk about her? So. She was the curator of exhibitions at the Harvard Graduate School of Design.
That's you mentioned her name last. Yeah.
And so they literally just went over there last week. And so they were there for at least a year.
It's great.
And they got some other kind of, gig going on there. But she told me that there was so much complication with visas and stuff there that they have to spend 78 days filling out paperwork before they're allowed to leave the country again, before they're allowed to leave Italy.
Nuts.
So, anyway.
Well, I think I may have told you this, but so I really wanted to get the Rome Prize. And my wife and she helped me apply. I applied 4 times. They rejected me all 4 times. And so after the 4th one, I was just exasperated. I got drunk and I came down and I said to my wife, those guys, they don't know anything. They're stupid, right? I was growling away. And my wife gets up from the dinner table. She walks upstairs and she comes back with a $500 check. And she says, this is the coveted Richie Vanderwalker Prize. Get your ass to Rome, go take the pictures and stop complaining.